Please stand and make a full bow to the Buddha, who would be the altar in back of you. Yeah, just towards the altar. Just stay standing. And next, make a bow to your parents and family. So whichever direction you'd, yeah. And next, make a bow to the preceptor, who's myself in this case. You can see. We'll start with the Heart Sutra, which is the last page in your chant book.
The Heart to the Perfection of Great Wisdom Sutra.
Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, doing the Prajnaparamita, clearly saw the emptiness all the five conditions and was freed of fear. O Shariputra, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness no other than form, form is exactly emptiness, emptiness exactly form, sensation, perception, discrimination, and consciousness are also like this. O Shariputra, all things are expressions of emptiness, not born, not destroyed, not stained, not pure, neither waxing nor waning. Thus in emptiness there is no form, no sensation, perception, reaction, or consciousness. No eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, no color, sound, smell, taste, touch, phenomena, no realm of sight, no realm of consciousness, no ignorance and no end to ignorance, no old age and death, no end to old age and death, no suffering, no cause or end to suffering, no path, no wisdom, and no gain, no gain. Thus bodhisattvas with Prajnaparamita, with no hindrance in the mind, no hindrance, therefore no fear, far beyond deluded thoughts. This is nirvana, all past, present, and future Buddhas with Prajnaparamita and attain supreme perfect enlightenment. Therefore know that Prajnaparamita is the perfect mantra, the luminous mantra, the supreme mantra, the incomparable mantra by which all suffering is clear. This is no other than truth. Therefore set forth the Prajnaparamita mantra, set forth this mantra and say Gate, 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 Parasamgate, Bodhisattva. Honored guests and recipient, the lay precept ceremony for Wendy Hixon will now begin. This is an ancient rite that invites us to practice with our whole lives. The precepts are a way to fully enter with courage and commitment into the Zen life of relating to oneself, others, and awakened mind. So, Choke.
Being one with the three treasures, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and ancestors, may this ceremony be witnessed and blessed. Wishing to receive the precepts, first you make atonement. There's a verse of atonement which is transmitted and maintained by the ancestors and teachers. Please chant the verse with me. So everyone, this is the first chant on the first page. All negative karma ever committed by me since of old, on account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my actions, speech, and thought, now I atone for it all. All negative karma ever committed by me since of old, on account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my actions, speech, and thought, now I atone for it all. All negative karma ever committed by me since of old, on account of my beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my actions, speech, and thought, now I atone for it all. Now you have atoned for the karma of body, speech, and mind, and have planted the seeds to become free from greed, hate, and delusion. You may now live the way of the three treasures. Even after realizing your nature of mind, will you continue this practice?
Yes.
You will continue this practice. Are you sure you will?
I will.
Okay. Stand up, full bow. You can sit back down. So everyone, please repeat after me for each line. May I be one with the Buddha, the awakened, unborn mind. May I be one with the Buddha, the awakened, unborn mind. May I be one with the Dharma, the teaching of how to awaken. May I be one with the Dharma, the teaching of how to awaken. May I be one with the Sangha, those who practice together. May I be one with the Sangha, those who practice together. The Buddha has been revealed. The Buddha has been revealed. The Dharma has been revealed. The Dharma has been revealed. The Sangha has been revealed. The Sangha has been revealed. The three treasures are revealed. From now on, they will be your great teachers. Will you maintain these precepts?
Yes.
Are you sure you'll maintain them?
Yes.
Are you very sure you'll maintain them?
I'll do my very best.
Okay. Full bow. And be seated. Everyone, please repeat after me, and we'll do each of these in two parts. May I practice not knowing, thereby giving up fixed ideas about myself and the universe. May I practice not knowing, thereby giving up fixed ideas about myself and the universe. This is ceasing from evil. This is ceasing from evil. May I cultivate a life of compassion and wisdom. May I cultivate a life of compassion and wisdom. This is doing good. This is doing good. May I heal myself and then heal others. May I heal myself and then heal others. This is true helping. This is true helping. Will you maintain these precepts?
Yes.
Are you sure you'll maintain them?
Yes.
You're absolutely sure?
Yes.
Okay. Please stand and bow. And be seated. Everyone, please repeat after me. Again, this will be in two parts. May I realize that I am not separate from all that is. May I realize that I am not separate from all that is. This is the precept of non-killing. This is the precept of non-killing. May I be satisfied with what I have and not take what is not freely given. May I be satisfied with what I have and not take what is not freely given. This is the precept of non-stealing. This is the precept of non-stealing. May I enter all relationships with respect and dignity. May I enter all relationships with respect and dignity. This is the precept of chaste conduct. This is the precept of chaste conduct. May I listen and speak from the heart. May I listen and speak from the heart. This is the precept of non-lying. This is the precept of non-lying. May I cultivate a mind that sees clearly. May I cultivate a mind that sees clearly. This is the precept of not being ignorant. This is the precept of not being ignorant. May I unconditionally accept what each person has to offer. May I unconditionally accept what each person has to offer. This is the precept of not talking about others' faults. This is the precept of not talking about others' faults. May I not be prideful and blame others for my faults. May I not be prideful and blame others for my faults. This is the precept of not elevating oneself and blaming others. This is the precept of not elevating oneself and blaming others. May I not withhold spiritual or material aid. May I not withhold spiritual or material aid. This is the precept of not being stingy. This is the precept of not being stingy. May I transform suffering into wisdom. May I transform suffering into wisdom. This is the precept of not being angry. This is the precept of not being angry. May I honor my life as an instrument of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I honor my life as an instrument of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. This is the precept of not thinking ill of the three treasures. This is the precept of not thinking ill of the three treasures. Will you maintain these precepts?
Yes.
You're sure you'll maintain them?
Yes.
You're really sure?
I'm really sure.
Okay, stand and bow, please. And be seated. These 16 precepts, the three treasures, the three pure precepts, and the 10 grave precepts are revealed and handed down by Shakyamuni Buddha 2,600 years ago through 85 generations of ancestors to myself. Now I've given them to you. Will you maintain them? You sure you'll maintain them?
Yes.
You are really sure?
Yes.
Okay, stand and bow. And be seated. So for those of you who don't know, this is called a rakusu. This is sewn by the person receiving the precept. So, and it's maybe hard to see from here, but it's fairly intricate. It takes a while to do, right? Some of us, like myself, make mistakes. very beginning. And when one does this ceremony, one receives what we call a Dharma name, which and not all teachers do this these days, but I still maintain the Dharma names in Japanese. And so the Dharma name that I've chosen for Wendy is Joriki, which means stable force. It can actually mean different things. It's the word Joriki is used in Zen to also signify stable meditation or stable samadhi, what's called samadhi, or a deep state of kind of relaxed awareness also. So it can mean different things, but the sense of the word that I chose was stable force. But you could also embrace the other meanings of Joriki too, because in Japanese, syllables like Jo can mean like 20 different things. So lay precepts received by Wendy Hixon, November 27, 2022. And the true source can be met at any time. A little reminder. Okay, there you go. Just put that up. There you go. Yeah. Now we'll chant the verse of the Kesa. It's the third chant on the first page. We do it 3 times. Vast is the road of liberation, of formless field of benefaction. I wear the Tathagata's teaching, saving all sentient beings. Vast is the robe of liberation, a formless field of benefaction. I wear the Tathagata's teaching, saving all sentient beings. Vast is the robe of liberation, a formless field of benefaction. I wear the Tathagata's teaching, saving all sentient beings. When sentient beings receive the precepts, they enter into the realm of the Buddhas, which is the Buddha treasure, Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Truly they are one with awakened mind. So I think I already explained the Dharma name that I chose and why I chose it. God, there's a lot I could say about Wendy, but I know other people have comments also. But Wendy is someone who I've always felt that when she's in front of you, that she is present. And this was from the very beginning that I met her. One of the things we talk about in Zen a lot, and I think we trained for, is to be able to become more present. But in Wendy's case, that wasn't, I didn't have to help her in that regard. She was there. And I think that's why, one of the reasons why I chose that Dharma name, Stable Force, because I felt from the very beginning, she was this stable force. I'm not sure she felt as stable as I felt she was, which is why maybe she entered into the practice. But I could see from the very beginning that power and that stability, and that, as she was saying, commenting on Russ's talk earlier about when she doubts, she wants to resolve it. She wants to go into it. She moves forward very powerfully, and that's it's a wonderful characteristic, I think, to have. As long as you don't move too quickly. Sometimes we can get into trouble doing that. But my experience of Wendy has been that really stable, powerful presence, and a willingness to serve others also, to serve her family, her children, and to serve the community, to really serve. You know, that's what I feel about you and from you. So I think that this is, in terms of our relationship, this has been kind of a long time coming, maybe, but in a way not. I think probably you could have done this a long time ago, and yet it felt like it was the right time, which is the right time. And but I felt from the very beginning you already embraced what this practice was about. So I think when you finally let yourself go into it, it just flowed, right? It would just seem natural, which is, I think, what happens when we find something that's right for us. So I'd like to open it up now in case anyone else has anything they'd like to say about Wendy and how she's affected them in their lives. Mike.
Yeah, I don't know Wendy well, but I come from a family of law enforcement officers. My father was a policeman, my uncle was a policeman. I have a cousin that's a prison guard. I saw in all these people over time, they became jaded and cynical about the people they serve. And in Wendy, I've seen the reverse. It's the woman who was a police officer and became more compassionate. God bless you.
Well, I've absolutely loved having you here. You bring energy. And most people don't know this, but Wendy's recently agreed to join our board. So she's going to help us kind of plot the course, so to speak, after this pandemic. I think we're still getting our feet under us. And Wendy, you are the perfect person. I love your energy. I love your presence. I love it when you're here. It changes the room when you're here. So I absolutely love having you. So.
Well, I have a lot to say, but I'm going to try to condense it. just the journey that we've been on together has been so like amazing and wonderful. From meeting at a party and just zing, you know, our energy just was so the same, and to then having to refine each other again, and then for you to show up at my precepts for the first time to get to know me. And here, you know, and then our relationship has taken us to so many places, Ireland and now here. But I think the Sangha and you being a part of it is just such a wonderful blessing for all of us. Like everybody has said, just your energy, your life force, just your spirit is just so wonderful to be around. And so I'm just so glad that you're not just my best friend, but you're also part of our Sangha. So I love you.
I love you. Thank you. I love all of you.
Yes.
Wendy, I don't know if you know this, but I have the deepest admiration for you. You the way you have carried on your journey since I've met you, and the way your journey was before I met you, what I've learned of you. The word I would use to describe you, or the trait that you have that I admire so much, is courage. You are such a brave person, fearless almost. And I have a deep admiration for that. And of course, I value our friendship so much, family, like you said.
Thank you. I love you.
Okay, my turn. It's a tough act to follow with all this, but occasionally Wendy says, you know, you're my rock, and it's so opposite. You are the things that you have overcome, and your strength and your beauty. I love you.
I love you. Thank you.
Hi, can I say something from online?
Yeah, go ahead, Robert.
Cyberspace, Wendy. Well, I just want to say that we've met in person a few times, a couple of times, and I've also gotten to know you online. I just have a strong feeling of friendship with you. I'll just start with that. But I just wanted to say, as someone who kind of picks you up as a being, my sense of you as a being, I know that you've been through a lot and have a little familiarity with your biography. And it just amazes me what a pure, positive energy you emit at all times. It's like there's no negativity in your being, and how it's been rooted out. And I appreciate that positive light. And you also emanate love. And I really appreciate you very much.
Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you as well and all of your jazz and music and your concerts.
Thank you.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey.
It's really, I want you to know that it's really, really humbling when once in a while you come across a Dharma student who's as intensely interested in plunging and diving and immersing themselves in the way things are. And you're the best.
Hi, Mom.
No,
Oh,
my daughter Mary.
I've spoken in this space before as to how much you mean to me, Mom, but I'm so grateful for you as a friend and a mom and an influence on my life. And you're just the biggest inspiration to me. And I couldn't have more gratitude to just exist around the person that you are to the extent that I do. So I love you and I'm so proud of you, Mom.
I love you, beautiful soul. Thank you.
Well, I think doubt.
Hi, Wendy. This another voice from online. You are just such a beautiful spirit, and I am blessed, and I know we're all blessed by being in your presence. And I think it's very fitting that you're doing this on Thanksgiving weekend because I'm extremely grateful for your presence in my life. And I hope to see you guys in person next week. So.
Right, cool.
Lynn, I feel the same way about you. I always look forward to your words of wisdom and your pure, good energy. I love you. Thank you.
Love you too.
Why don't you pass this over to folks online here?
Hey, Wendy.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi. I just want to thank you for your deep, deep, deep commitment to being a light for others and for bringing that healing energy and love. We need you on the planet. And thank you for just saying yes wholeheartedly what you're here for. So much appreciation.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate
Out to you.
We have someone here that'd like to say something.
Is this for the computer? Both microphones?
Yeah.
Both? Yeah.
Both.
Well, I think,
Is it on?
is it on?
Yeah.
I think that doubt has left the room. And, in our traditional way, they tell us in the spirituality that you grew up with and I grew up, many of us grew up with, the path is narrow, right? Well, it's not, I don't see that today. I see the path is, we are all on the path with you today. And it's incredible how much room there is on the path. Okay. Thank you for this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, both of you.
So Wendy, thank you so much for your hospitality. It's such a delight to meet you in person when I was there. I just echo everything that everyone else has been saying. I haven't known you as long, but I've definitely heard, from my experience of you, I can see the truth in all the words that have just been spoken. So congratulations on today.
Thank you, Tim. I felt an instant connection when we met in person. So I'm so glad you're able to come join us over here on the East Coast. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Rhea.
Oh, Rhea.
I'm a mess. I've been a mess, so I might do this. But you have such an inviting energy, and it I first started to meet you when I was in a really sad place, and going to see you and Jose was such Like, it was so exciting every time. And you guys have always just made me so happy. I love you so much.
Thank you, Ray. I love you.
Love you, Ray.
We're family.
I'm crying. Are you crying? Beautiful daughter.
Yeah. Anybody else? I could probably go again. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for all those wonderful comments. And we will end with the 4 vows of the Bodhisattva, the second chant on the first page. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to transform them. Practice paths are boundless. I vow to study them. The enlightened way is incomparable. I vow to embody it. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to transform them. Practice paths are boundless. I vow to study them. The enlightened way is incomparable. I vow to embody it. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to transform them. Practice paths are boundless. I vow to study them. The enlightened way is incomparable. I vow to embody it. That concludes the ceremony. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, everyone online, for participating also.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great afternoon.